Thanks again for chatting with me and taking some time out of your day. Congratulations on it.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Just to start things off, we're in the middle of the return of Dead City. So, how does it feel to be back? The first season was 2023, 2024 was a little break year for you, but now we're all back in full swing. So, how does it feel to be back in the action of it all, the thick of it all?
It's so much fun being back. I missed everybody. It was so fun diving back into the new storyline and seeing how new things unfold. It was really fun.
Perfect. We've already learned so much about Ginny this past season, but how's it feel, continue playing such a interesting, complex character who we still have a lot to learn about and who quite literally starts to find her voice?
I think with the finale of season one and her finding out that Negan had killed her father, it's been a really exciting journey to dive into season two and figure out how Ginny finds her own way and finds her own path without Negan, and her realizing that she doesn't really have anybody, and her making a world for her own and finding her own strength and also finding her own voice, like you said.
Perfect. Leads me perfectly to my next question. Obviously, Ginny was really connected to Negan in season one. How does it feel to have, her kind of find her own path and her own journey, but then also start to like not reconnect, connect more with Maggie and like, have that dynamic become explored more and then we've seen more.
I think Ginny definitely has found her strength in many things. Like she's more comfortable with the walkers now, as you can see in the fight scene. And I think she's still a little hesitant in connecting a lot more, like more than more with people because of what happened with Negan. So she does have a connection with Maggie, but she does have her distance.
Mm.
But I think that just goes to show her maturity and her strength.
Mhm. And speaking to more of the actory side of things, when you first learned you booked Dead City, how does that feel, especially since you're very young, you're on the cusp still, you're really on the up and up, and that's so you have a bright future ahead of you. So how does that feel like, knowing you're going to be part of this, this major franchise that's been around for years already and has already a dedicated fan base? It must have been daunting, but I can't imagine what those feelings must have been like. So can you take me behind that?
Yeah, for sure. I was a fan of The Walking Dead, like a major fan. I watched it all the time when I was little. Probably when I was not supposed to, but I watched it all the time with my dad. And so I got this audition, and I didn't know what it was for, and I was just doing it. And then I got more into the process, and I found out what it was for, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, it would be so amazing if I got this job. And then I got the job, and I was like even more excited. Um, then getting to work and meet Lauren and Jeffrey and everybody else, it was just an amazing process, and I'm like super, super grateful. And the fans are amazing too.
Mhm. I read somewhere that you still go to school and everything still, and in the midst of it all. So how does it feel like balancing that and like, especially with like your friends and stuff? Is that has it been interesting or weird navigating that kind of thing? Like, like you can be having to do homework one day and then you go, oh, catch my new episode this weekend on the AMC Plus. You know what I mean? Isn't that kind of
Yeah.
not a lot of teenagers get to say things like that. So how does that been navigating?
It's really interesting, but I'm still a normal kid, so thankfully everybody at school still treats me like a normal kid. They do have their questions here and like now and then, but my friends are super supportive and they're just amazing, and school can get hard balancing, but I mean, gotta do what you gotta do.
Here
But
we
I do my best, and I just keep going, so yeah.
better than me, I would have been a menace. I've also read some of that you've been really proud of your like your Hawaiian roots and you're also your Filipino ancestry. I'm Filipino too, so it's nice to always see like Filipinos in media. How
Yeah.
exciting is it to be a part of this, bigger wave of AAPI representation that we haven't previously seen in the industry before, especially since May is AAPI month. We're in the tail end of it right now, but how's it feel to like, be part of this bigger wave of folks that we haven't seen folks like us on TV before, but now we're gonna see more and more. So how's it feel to be a part of that?
I mean, it feels great. I love representing my culture, especially my Hawaiian culture and my Filipino culture. Like you said, not a lot of us get to get on camera, so me having the chance to, I'm gonna take every single chance that I can to show up with either a flower in my ear or something to represent our culture, because I feel like it's very important to me to show that, because I mean, it's just it's where I'm from.
Mhm. And with this and then NCIS, Hawaii, you these projects, both of those projects are like have a very interesting and like diverse representation on screen. There's people from all sorts of walks of life who have all different shapes and colors. So how does it feel to be a part of projects where it's not like a big deal or anything? They're not saying, "Oh, look at us," or whatever, but they just do it. So how does it feel to be part of projects like that?
It feels great to be around people that want to do the same thing, like show their culture. For NCIS, my family, Vanessa and Kian, we were all Filipino.
Very
Kian was 100% Filipino, and sorry, and my mom was Filipino. So we always talked about that, how we're like perpetuating our culture and showing that the our own Filipino family and it's actually Filipino family. So yeah, it's really fun.
love that. Is there if I know it the series ended, but if there was a any possibility in the future of it coming back, would you say yes?
For
NCIS,
NCIS.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we built an ohana, which means family in Hawaiian, and everybody around there was just such a great environment. Everybody was so nice, all the castmates. It was just like, it was hilarious, it was fun, it was exciting. Of course, I would go back, yeah.
Period. Speaking more broadly, who are some of your favorite like role models growing up? I much like knowing that maybe you could possibly be that for someone, like some little, and you're young yourself, but some even younger, like Filipina girl growing up, like, I could be on TV. So maybe,
Yeah.
so who are some of your role models? And yeah, how's that?
I would say Zendaya was one of my biggest role models, because she's an actor and she's a singer and she's very confident, and she was definitely everything I wanted to be. Her music, her vocals, just amazing, and her acting styles and how she's come along so far from a young age, being a Disney kid. She is definitely one of my biggest role models.
Period. And I did read somewhere, like you mentioned, that you're a musical girly, and a theater girly. So if you could star in like a movie musical or a Broadway show that hasn't been adapted yet, which would you
Mhm.
pick? Just for funsies.
Ooh, that's a good question. If they're doing a live action Rapunzel, I
Period.
would love to be in that. Sign me up, I'm there for it.
You need to hit up Disney, like, hey.
Yeah, I'm here just so you know.
And you did also to mention that you love to sing. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, my go-to karaoke song is Valerie by Amy
You know,
Winehouse. I love
good
singing
choice.
that song.
It was just without all that being said, is like music in your future somehow, or like are you trying to explore that avenue as well? Like, tell me a little about that.
Absolutely. I'm writing some things right now. Got some things in the works, so just stay tuned. My Instagram will have it up. A bunch of yeah, possibly at the end of the summer.
Oh, I love that. I'll be on the lookout. And who are some artists that you would like to put on, or like some other up and coming artists that you like are obsessed with right now that you just can't help but listen to right now?
I would say SZA and Kehlani. Those two are my go-to. I love them so
Mhm.
much.
Yeah, I love Kalani. She's
Yeah.
also some Filipino rep in there as well.
hmm
Obviously your career is still blossoming, like I said, and blooming. Who are some of the folks that you love to work with, acting wise? And what is like your dream project if you could like pick one?
I loved working with Lauren and Jeffrey, especially Lauren, because she's taught me so much. She gave me so many tips during scenes, whether to be super angry, super sad, super excited. She really helped me bring out those emotions, especially with my nonverbal side. A job that I would love to work on. Any Disney thing. I'm really for Disney. I love it. Anything with music, like High School Musical type things, those are my favorite. I would love to work on something like that.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
could see that. That'd be fun. Especially like a musical rom-com girl. I would more high school. And just to wrap things up on a fun note, 4 episodes left this season. What are you excited for fans to see without giving too much away that you are really gung ho for the fans to finally see?
Um, I mean, the storyline just keeps getting better and better, and I'm so excited for everybody to see it. But you just have to stay tuned. It's really exciting.
Period.